right, Virgo. So this reading is for the week of March 29th through April 4th. My bestie is still traveling, so while she's away, I'm going to be pulling cards from a couple extra decks just to add some more depth to the reading. It was really cool for your reading, Virgo. I went to go look for some more batteries, and I opened this old junk drawer, and somehow I totally forgot I had this deck that a dear friend of mine, I believe a Taurus friend of mine, if you know who you are, gave me a few years ago, and it's the Everyday Tarot deck, but it's perfect for clarifiers, so we're going to add that to your reading today. Ooh, speaking of clarifiers. All right, Virgo, so for your initial set of cards in your problem position, we have Judgment and the Empress. Oh my goodness. All major arcana right now. Your obstacle, the Devil. Whoo. All major arcana. And for your resolution, okay, Four of Cups and Queen of Swords. That's great. I'm going to pull two cards from the Lenormand deck as some clarifiers. And I think I'll pull one clarifier from each of these, one for your obstacle and one for your resolution. All right, Virgo. This was an interesting reading. There's kind of a lot going on. I'm going to try to go through it as quickly as I can. My overall impression is that for some of you, you're in sort of a place of frustration right now. Um, Something about the people around you not being to a standard that you feel they should be. And at first I thought of the Temperance. It's a beautiful card, but when I see it with Judgment and the Devil, I'm getting sort of this feeling that you might be feeling a little emotional and maybe having trouble with your temper right now in a literal sense. Um, Keep in mind that Temperance is also Sagittarius, the Devil is also Capricorn. Um, and what's interesting is amongst that overall feeling, there's also some themes of decision making that needs to be made. This card here is about decisions, needing to make a decision. And when I see Ace of Swords in the obstacle position, that tells me that you're struggling a little bit with clarity right now. And I usually think of in the sense of a decision. It could just be that emotionally, you're sort of having trouble figuring out what it is that's frustrating you, because there's sort of a lot of themes here. This card here has to do with very close friendship. As you can see, it's a cute dog. So loyalty, a very intimate friendship. So it could be that that is where some of this frustration is. And I only say that because as your resolution, you got a couple cards that represent more of a solitary feeling. So, Four of Cups can be sort of frustration or boredom with those around you. It just cracks me up because this cat's face. But and then Queen of Swords is about independence. The Star to me is a very dreamy card. I love the Star. And so I feel as though for some of you, it's that feeling of you're just a little, I'm not sure exactly what is causing it, but you're frustrated with some people close to you or just your situation right now and would like some solitude or could benefit from that. Um, there's a couple really positive things here. Ten of Pentacles came out in your resolution, which is sort of that ultimate material fulfillment. And so you might have some material things that you can access at the moment. I think of like a hot bath if you happen to have a bathtub, um, or maybe you can get away for a bit. Um, Whatever it is that you can find in the material world to help you get that solitude that you need right now is sort of what I'm um, reading that as. Um, the Empress being in the obstacle or problem position, I also would suggest that you try to access that sort of forgiving, patient sort of the energy of, you can think of like the typical stereotypical maternal energy where you are more accepting of the flaws of these people around you, whether it be your family or even coworkers. And I know that can be really difficult to access, especially when you are feeling very emotional. So if that's not there right now, then I totally agree with the tarot. Go ahead and take some time for yourself. Enjoy your independence. I'm kind of going through that myself right now, and there's a lot of fulfillment that can come from getting that time alone to sort of just relax and not feel like you're having to take care of anyone else. If you can do that, it sounds like that's what the tarot would like for you this week. Thank you for watching the Tarot Girlies. We really appreciate your support. If you liked this reading, please like and subscribe, and we hope to see you next week.